Have you ever had the feeling that certain events in your life are so perfectly timed that they seem like more than just coincidences? Perhaps you've repeatedly encountered the same person at pivotal moments, or maybe you've noticed recurring patterns, like seeing the number 1111 everywhere. These mysterious moments of connection are what we call synchronicity. It's as if the universe is speaking directly to you, sending signs to guide your spiritual journey. Synchronicity, a term coined by the renowned psychologist Carl Jung, goes beyond mere chance. According to Jung, these meaningful yet seemingly unconnected events reveal an underlying order in the chaos of everyday life. But what exactly are these signs trying to tell us, and how can we decode them? That's what we're here to explore today. The idea that the universe is always communicating with us through signs and symbols is not only fascinating, but deeply spiritual. Instead of seeing life as a series of random events, synchronicity invites us to recognize that everything has a larger purpose. These moments call us to awaken, pay closer attention, and reflect on what's really happening within us and around us. Today, we'll dive into the concept of synchronicity, examining how these signs manifest in our daily lives, and more importantly, how we can interpret them. So, if you've ever felt like the world is trying to tell you something, this is the video for you. Now that we've introduced the concept of synchronicity, let's take a closer look at how these signs show up in our everyday lives. 1. What is synchronicity? Synchronicity is the experience of two or more events happening in a way that seems connected, but without any direct causal relationship. For example, imagine you're thinking about an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, and suddenly, they text you out of the blue. Or perhaps you're facing a difficult decision, and when you open a random book, the words on the page resonate deeply with your current situation. These occurrences aren't just coincidences. They carry profound meanings and arise to awaken us to something that requires our attention. Jung believed that synchronicity was a manifestation of the collective unconscious, an idea that we are all connected through a greater force, an invisible web of meaning that transcends time and space. Second, common examples of synchronicity: repeating numbers. One of the most common signs of synchronicity is seeing the same number repeatedly. Numbers like 1111, 2222, or sequences like 1, 2, 3, 4 often appear when we are aligned with the universal flow or on the verge of a significant change. Numerology offers an interesting perspective on this, suggesting that certain numbers hold specific spiritual meanings. Chance encounters. Have you ever repeatedly bumped into the same person in different places, almost as if you're being pushed to connect with them? Sometimes, the universe places people in our paths who have important lessons to teach us, or who are somehow aligned with our life purpose. Messages in dreams. Dreams are another powerful form of synchronicity. Dreaming of certain symbols or people repeatedly can be the universe, or your higher self, trying to communicate an important message. Many spiritual traditions, such as shamanism and Hinduism, view dreams as portals to higher dimensions and spiritual guides. 3. How to recognize synchronicity in your life. Recognizing synchronicity isn't just about being aware of external events, but also about tuning into what's happening within you. These signs often appear when we are in a state of openness and receptivity. Here are some practical steps to help you recognize synchronicities in your daily life. Be present. One of the biggest obstacles to noticing the universe's signs is a lack of presence in the moment. When we are distracted, worrying about the past, or anxious about the future, we miss the ability to see what's right in front of us. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help sharpen your awareness and create space for these meaningful connections to appear. Trust your intuition. Synchronicity often works hand in hand with intuition. When something in your life seems to align in an unexpected way, it's crucial to trust that gut feeling, telling you that it holds special meaning. Your intuition is like a spiritual GPS, guiding you to correctly interpret the signs that appear. Notice patterns. Synchronicity can manifest as repetitive patterns, as we've mentioned with numbers or chance encounters. Pay attention if certain events, symbols, or even words begin to appear frequently. This is the universe reinforcing an important message that you may not have fully understood yet. 4. Synchronicity and spiritual awakening. Many people report an increase in synchronicities when they undergo a spiritual awakening. This is no coincidence. When you become more aware of yourself and the world around you, your sensitivity to the universe's signs also heightens. It's as if, by opening your consciousness, you're tuning into a higher spiritual frequency where these connections become more visible. The call to awaken. Synchronicity often acts as a call from the universe to awaken. When you start noticing these events more frequently, it's a sign that something within you is shifting, and the universe is reflecting this transformation. It's common for people to notice more synchronicities when they're searching for a new purpose, a new direction, or even a new way of living. Alignment with purpose. When you are in alignment with your life's purpose, synchronicity tends to occur to affirm that you're on the right path. These signs act as reminders that the universe is conspiring in your favor, helping guide your decisions and validating your choices. If you feel lost or uncertain, pay attention to the signs that appear to bring clarity. Challenges and synchronicity. Interestingly, synchronicities can also show up during times of great challenge. Often, we face difficulties that force us to rethink our approach to life, and it's during these moments that the universe may send signs to show us a new perspective. Someone you meet during a tough time might have exactly the words or resources you needed. For example, 5. The role of spiritual traditions in interpreting synchronicity. Hermeticism and spiritual alchemy. Hermetic philosophy, based on the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, speaks of the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. This suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected, and the events that occur in your life may be reflections of larger cosmic forces. Spiritual alchemists view synchronicities as confirmations that the inner process of transformation is working as part of the great work, philosophical exploration. Now that we understand how synchronicity manifests and how different traditions interpret it, let's dive into some reflective questions. We can expand the concept of synchronicity into a deeper philosophical exploration. Does chance really exist? If synchronicity suggests that nothing is truly random, then we can question the very idea of chance. Is there an underlying purpose to all events? Or are we the ones attributing meaning to coincidences? Reflecting on this question reveals that our interpretation of these signs is largely dependent on our own awareness and openness to the unknown. Are we co-creators of synchronicity? many spiritual teachings state that we are co-creators of our reality. If this is true, are the synchronicities that appear in our lives, in some way, the result of our own intentions and vibrations? When we align our mind and heart with the universe, it's possible that these synchronicities are reflections of the energies we are emitting. Synchronicity and free will. One of the most intriguing philosophical debates is the relationship between synchronicity and free will. If the universe is sending us signs to guide us, how much control do we really have over the decisions we make? Are these signs pushing us toward a predestined path, or are they simply offering suggestions while we retain the freedom to choose our way? Synchronicity offers us a unique way of seeing the world, a world where coincidence is not merely coincidence, but rather a cosmic dance of meaningful events, designed to guide and inspire us. By learning to pay attention to these signs and trusting our intuition, we begin to realize that life is constantly communicating with us, offering insights, opportunities, and often challenges that help us grow. The next time you notice a repeating number, encounter someone unexpectedly, or see a pattern that stands out, ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me? These synchronicities are reminders that you are never alone on your spiritual journey. The universe is always present, always sending messages, if you're willing to listen. So, stay alert, open your mind and heart. The signs are all around you. And remember, the universe speaks the language of synchronicity. It's up to you to decode it.